Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I don't really have the space to do it in this apartment, but so you're looking at some future RTG fuel right there, and I recently got a Geiger counter, and I discovered that you could harvest polonium from radon decay in your house. We don't have a whole lot of radon. I actually have a portable test, and it's well under I think it was 0.1 picocuries, and zero point 0.4 is of the action level, so we're well below it. But because dust accumulates, all the radon that passes by it, that flows through it, and when radon decays, it becomes positively charged ions. It sticks to the dust. And I've been thinking about how to harvest the radioactive isotopes out of that. And my inspiration came one day when I was making art out of polonium's next door neighbor, bismuth. And one of the most frustrating things about making bismuth art is that a lot of bismuth oxidizes into slag. I hate to waste that stuff. I'll normally put it into a furnace when I'm done with carbothermal reduction. And to give you an idea of how much I hate to waste bismuth, what I'll usually do is take some paper towels and wipe down my area and put the paper towels into the furnace as well. You need organic material for the carbothermal reduction anyhow, so paper towels usually work very well for that anyhow. So I'll usually when I'm done with the solid bismuth, I'll stuff the slag into my crucible. I'll take a paper towel, wipe down the area, wipe down my hands, stuff the paper towel in there, and then turn on the furnace. I was showing a friend my bismuth art one time, and after I had collected the slag, I took paper towels to wipe down her hands, and she thought I was crazy. Well, her first reaction was, "How much is bismuth worth?" She thought it was like a precious metal, right? If it were worth as much as gold, most people would probably do that, right? And I explained to her, well, today it is whatever, but who knows how long that's going to last, right? So we got to conserve. And she just thought I was crazy. She's like, "Gee, you're spending more money on paper towels than the bismuth you're getting back from it." But you know what? I love chemistry anyhow. So anyway, my inspiration came from doing that. And I'm thinking to myself, most of that dust in there is probably organic material. So I thought, if you just had a solution that could dissolve away organic material, and the first thing that immediately jumps to mind is a piranha solution, a concentrated solution of sulfuric acid with hydrogen peroxide. And there's plenty of YouTube videos to watch that with. And you got dust that's mostly dead human skin cells and clothing fibers. Piranha solution will just completely consume all that, and it might dissolve the polonium into ions, right? And then you could maybe, a lot of the radioactive dust from radon decay is actually radioactive lead isotopes as well. Piranha solution will definitely put that into solution. Lead sulfate is pretty soluble, and then you can use maybe electrochemistry to replate that out onto something, right? Imagine collecting tons and tons of dust and dissolving it in piranha solution and then isolating. I can't wait to give that a try at some point. I got to get some good PPE, obviously, if I'm going to be working with that much material, because not only the radioisotopes, but also just all the chemicals that could occur in household dust. It may not be a big deal if you have one vacuum bag of it, but tons and tons of it will start to add up, I would imagine. But I can only imagine how much radioactivity how much nuclear fuel we just dump out from our vacuum cleaners as a country, right? And most people don't know that. I was at Phoenix College, I know the janitors very well, and one day, as the janitors are vacuuming, I said, "Can I check that vacuum cleaner?" I held the Geiger counter up to the vacuum and just put it right next to the vacuum, and nothing. But I think it was because the most of the decay is probably alpha and beta. The case of that vacuum cleaner probably blocks that out, and hopefully next time I'll see it when they empty the vacuum bag. I want to check it out. And I can't wait to give that a shot, especially if you can plate out that the radioisotopes onto something solid, right? And see what I can make out of that. But I see polonium as a future nuclear fuel. And see, that's why I love celebrating unofficial holidays. All of this inspiration started when I celebrated Mary Curie's birthday last week, right? We all need a little change, a little detour on our train of thought sometimes to come up with new ideas, right? Next month will be Taylor Swift's birthday. Maybe that would be a great time for somebody to come up with some musical innovation that they didn't think of before. It will also be December 21st is the anniversary of Mary Curie discovering her other famous element, radium, which is probably the genesis of where all my radioactive dust is coming from anyhow, right? All right, I'll give that a shot when I have the space to do it. I live with roommates here. Don't really have the space to be playing with dangerous chemistry. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.